All right, gang. So let's talk about my top 6 free agent targets this offseason for the New York Yankees. And some of them are obvious, some of them might not be. But these are the guys that the Yankees need to really hone in on. Some of them are home guys already. But I think the Yankees need to have a clear blueprint on what the hell they need to do this offseason based on what happened this season. I know the season's not over yet, but these are some obvious targets that I think could upgrade and with some logic behind them. But before I do that, I've been getting some questions lately about why I'm not, I guess, more animated, or why I'm not incessantly just trashing people and all this stuff and players and coaches, whatever else. Let me make something really clear, okay? I don't see the point in that, okay? Whether it's just to hear myself talk or people that say, oh, man, you're the man, dude. Oh, shit. Like, I don't see the point in it. The fact is, if I'm over here on my safe space, where it's the confines of my own place, where either the player or the person is not on screen with me or in front of me in my face, then it's not them or their toughness or their manhood that needs to be called into question if I'm doing it. It's mine. If you have to do that stuff on screen without them in front of you to defend themselves, get out of here, man. Get out of here. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. So let's get to the free agents. Let's go number 1. All right. This is a clear one to me. Edwin Diaz. Okay. The Yankees have some relievers coming off the books. I don't think Britton will be back. I don't think Chapman will be back. Okay. And there's a good chance that Miguel Castro will probably not be back either. And I don't know if we can be confident that Clay Holmes is going to be the closer again the way he was. You know, he was never a closer before this year. He just got thrown to the wolves. And thankfully he had Michael King to kind of buffer him a little bit. But with that said, you know, I'm not exactly sure he's the guy for the job. And Edwin Diaz has proven he can handle New York. This guy can get it done in a tough environment, okay? As much as I would hate his entrance music, which I can't stand, but I'll take it if we get that type of performance, okay? Edwin Diaz, to me, is an obvious choice in it. They always wind up spending on somebody in the bullpen. And with the guys that are available, Edwin Diaz is clearly by far the best fit. And he's only 28 years old. He'll cost, but he'll be worth it. Next up, okay? Remember I said some homegrown guys or not home guys? Andrew Benintendi, okay? There's a couple different ways I'm looking at this. Now, with the emergence of Oswaldo Cabrera, there could be a chance they might not go for Andrew Benintendi, okay? The other cool thing about Benintendi, he's not attached to a qualifying offer, so he would not come with compensatory draft picks, okay? He would just cost a contract, cash contract. So it could probably get him for maybe 5 years, $100 million or something like that. But I don't know if the Yankees were willing to go that far, honestly. And will they do it? I don't know. They've got Harrison Bader here now. He's here for the next year. But Andrew Benintendi, I think, is a piece that could be an underrated piece. But I think there's a reason later on, which I'll get to, he could be even more important. Okay? But that's Andrew Benintendi's my number 3. This one is an obvious one for me. At 39 years old, this guy's the modern day 2022 version of Roger Clemens and Randy Johnson, a dominant ace approaching 40 years old and probably into his 40s as well. Justin Verlander. He's going to be one of the favorites for a Cy Young Award this year. And yeah, he'll cost money. He's got an opt-out, which I think he'll exercise. It might cost him, I don't know, 2 years, $30 million per or something like that, but with an opt-out after the first year, so it might be worth it. But he looks like a risk that's, you know, to me, he's a safer one than Jacob deGrom, which is one Jacob deGrom is not on this list. I like deGrom. He's out-of-worldly, but he can't stay healthy, and that worries me. So, but Verlander is a guy they have to look into. I think they need 2 starters, okay? Anthony Rizzo has an opt-out, okay? But he's hit 30 home runs this year already. He's shown worthy of position, and he's an elite defensive first baseman. He's a great teammate. He helps stabilize the lineup, and he's one of the best leaders in baseball. For that reason alone, I would probably give him an extension or just give him a couple years on top of that the final year next year in 2023 because he's shown to be worth it. So it really depends on what the Yankees are thinking long-term, whether they want to move one of their prospects over. I don't know. I mean, that's why there's no shortstops on this list because now they've got Oswald Peraza, and I think they're going to try to move Hicks. I think they're going to try to move Gleyber Torres. I think they're going to try to move Josh Donaldson. They'll probably wind up moving 2 of the 3. A miracle will happen if they pull off all 3, but they've got enough infield prospects to cover who's, what infield prospects are out there. But Rizzo's got to be a must. Carlos Rodon is another one, a left-handed dominant starter. He's still relatively young. And I think you could probably get him on probably a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal. He might cost them 5. I don't know if they want to go that high, but if you can get him on a 3-year high salary deal with a couple opt-outs, I think he might consider it. And he's shown to be durable. And his recipe of high heat, low off-speed pitches. The recipe's working. He's getting dudes out, elite strikeout numbers. And the fact is, Garrett Cole needs a co-ace, period. I like Nestor Cortes, but he's not an ace, okay? We need him to go 180, 200 innings, and he's nowhere near that. We need these guys, okay? Verlander will be a co-ace. Rodon will be an elite number 2, okay? Frankie Montas, unfortunately, is not a number 2 right now, okay? Nestor I like, but we need somebody at this high-end level to complement the starting rotation. And lastly, our own guy, the number 1 free agent in baseball, Aaron Judge, okay? Yankees have to make a decision. This one, and if he walks, if he signs elsewhere, then Andrew Benintendi shoots up to the top of the list as a very important guy. Then you could have Andrew Benintendi in the outfield, Harrison Bader in center field, and you can have Oswaldo Cabrera in the outfield as well. Okay, that's a super athletic, quick, elite defensive outfield. Okay, if you're not going to spend the money on Aaron Judge, you have to get probably Benintendi and at least 2 pitchers, at least, and a reliever. Okay, but Judge has proven, he's very likely going to win the MVP. There's a good chance he might break Roger Maris's home run record, okay, which puts him in prime position to cash out. I'm thinking he's probably going to make about 8 years, $42 million per, which is about $336 million. Okay, I'm going to do my free agent predictions soon as well. And I'm also going to do the top 6 Yankees trade targets this offseason. So you know exactly what to do. Smash that subscribe button if you don't want to miss it. Okay. And it's really helpful when you hit the like button as well. I greatly appreciate both. But I don't want you missing good Yankee content, especially in the playoff race here. We do recaps, do the live streams, do breaking news and everything else. And there's 2 more roster moves at least about to happen in the next 2 days. So I'll be putting that out as well. But you let me know what you think of the top 6 free agent targets. If you have somebody else in mind, put them in the comments. Let's get into it, gang. Talk to you later.